Merhaba arkadaşlar, ben Türkiye'deyim. Nasılsınız? Benim adım Lindie. Burada Antakya. Hava çok sıcak. You are probably wondering where I am. We are at a distribution camp, a container camp. I am volunteering for 2 weeks in Antakya, or the old biblical city of Antioch, to help distribute some goods to the villages that still need food and water and clothing and supplies. It's quite windy, I hope you can hear me. There's not much happening today. Yesterday we loaded about 200 boxes into a truck and helped unload them at the distribution center. Anyway, that's not what today's video is about. I'll make another video if you guys are interested in my experience here in Turkey. It's really heartbreaking seeing all the earthquake damage, but we can talk about that in another video if you like. Okay, I found like a kind of a quiet area here at the back of a container. We are sleeping in this one. Okay, so I want to talk about my experience with learning Turkish. In all honesty, I have to be very honest with you guys, I think I spent 2 hours learning Turkish before I came to Turkey. I had a month and I was struggling with my health. I could not sit down and study Turkish. So I went to Turkey knowing like, merhaba benim adım Lindie, teşekkür ederim, nasılsınız, Güney Afrika. That's it. I didn't know anything else. And it's really just been so incredible, completely being immersed with Turkish 24/7. Everyone around me is just speaking Turkish. And it's really like in order to survive, like in order to be able to do anything, you need to be able to speak Turkish, especially here in the southeast. It's not like a huge like capital city type of vibe. It's more like small villages in the area, so people don't really speak English. So another way that I'm kind of picking up words here and there is just looking at signs around me, and like everywhere we went I saw Exxon everywhere, and I thought it was like a brand name until I opened Google Maps and I saw something Exxon with a little, you know, that pharmacy icon, the little bowl, and like that is automatically when I was like, oh, that means pharmacy. So even without needing to open a dictionary or ask someone, it's kind of easy to pick up words just from context, from observation, from listening. You just need to look and listen so much and you'll pick up words. One thing that I've noticed is Turkish grammar is very similar to Korean. Like endings change, there's conjugations. So that's been quite easy for me to understand the concept of. It doesn't mean it's easy for me to like memorize all the verb endings. That's still gonna take a very long while. The other thing is that I constantly confuse it with Hungarian. For example, shoot in Hungarian is to bake, like cooking, baking, and in Turkish, shoot, spelled exactly the same, is milk. Things that I've been learning a lot are like the basic food words, because I need it, you know, when I'm going to the store. So this morning I learned muz, which is banana. I also, well, shoot, of course. And what is bread? Ekmek. I also just talk to myself in my head so much. So things I hear, I'm repeating, little phrases. I have conversations with myself. That's been helping me too. Another little trick I have is to use the audio feature on Google Translate, and I'll just sit with a mic on and it'll transcribe what people are saying, and then I will press for it to translate, and it'll kind of roughly translate from Turkish audio speech to text to English, so that I can also just get the topic of what people are saying. It's not the best way to learn single words, but you know, just if I'm curious what people are talking about. Merhaba, nasılsınız? Merhaba.
Baba oğlu. Baba kızı.
Evet.
You look alike. Evet.
Memnun oldum.
Evet.
Yeah, so I don't know if Turkish is a language that I will intensively or seriously continue with, For now, I'm super enjoying being in, an immersive environment and hearing it all the time. I think it's such a beautiful language. But I'll see where it goes. I'm only here for like 2 weeks, and then I'll see how it goes. But I just wanted to update you guys on how I've been feeling with kind of learning, immersing with Turkish so far. I also have a note on my phone where I have this table of English on one side and Turkish on the other side. It's just quick words that I'm picking up. I'm absolutely not focusing on spelling. Spelling is probably going to be super wrong. I don't have all of the diacritics on my phone, but it's just a little reference for me to look at if I have forgotten a word. But I tend to remember the words quite quickly. Like if someone tells me what a word means and later in the conversation they say it again, that's it for me. It's solidified. I know the word. So I know a lot of words, but I just can't speak. And this is the frustrating part of being a beginner language learner, which almost everyone I know who learns languages gets to this point as a beginner where they're like, oh, I can understand, but I can't speak. And if people are like telling jokes or something, I might get the joke and like I'll laugh with them and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's funny, good point, whatever. But I can't say anything in return. And I'm like, do these people think I understand or think I don't understand? Like, do they think I'm just laughing because everyone else is laughing? Or do they think I'm laughing because it was genuinely funny? Like, I don't know. So that's the really frustrating part of being a beginner. Oh, teşekkür ederim. And sonra görüşürüz. See you guys later. Bye bye. Hoşça kal.